Good afternoon, Sky Divas. How's everyone doing today? Um, so this is going to be a short, quick video because I'm tired. I want to take a nap. But I'm just going to touch on commuting. Can't even talk a little bit because some of you are just starting off, and as I said the other day, we have a no commute policy. Well, they have, because I'm not a representative. I represent myself. So, for your first year. And today is a prime example of what I mean when you have to think about how you're going to commute and get to work and stuff like that. So I'm on a trip, and we're supposed to leave at 8 o'clock this morning. And I am back at my hotel that I started off in. Sat in the airport till 1 p.m. because when we got to the airport, there was some mechanical issues with the plane, and it never even made it to the gate. It stayed in the hangar the whole entire time. So our flight was eventually canceled, and then we had to wait on them to figure out our schedule and what we were going to do next, because we were supposed to fly from South Bend to Charlotte to Panama City, Florida, and then go to Charlotte to Baton Rouge after that. But now, since we're back in our hotel because our flight was canceled, I think tomorrow we go to Charlotte and then we go straight to Baton Rouge. So I think I need to go online and check and see what we're doing for tomorrow. But that's why you can never plan anything and say, well, I'm going to be here at a certain time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, because right now it's winter. There's winter storms brewing everywhere. It's snowing here. It's snowing in Minneapolis. I think they have like one runway. There's always changes. So you can never rely on that and plan. And it makes it so hard for social life, for family life. I remember when I first started flying, and my mom would say before I left, when are you coming back? And I would say, well, my trip ends Saturday at 2, so I plan on coming home, after that. She wanted exact times, like, well, what time are you going to be here? Or are you still coming? And why are you not here? And I'm like, I can't control the airplane or the delays. You need to understand that I'm going to get there when I get there. I just can't make any promises. I can try to get on the plane, but if I can't get on, I can't get on. So it was a hard adjustment for all of us, because she just thought that we can just walk up to the plane, get on it, and go. And it doesn't work like that, I was talking to someone else today who's trying to go somewhere, and she's flying non-rev, and she's going on vacation, and she had been sitting in the airport for hours. But if she would have got on the first flight this morning that I told her to take, she would have made it. But she wanted to wait and say, I'm going to take a later flight. And now she can't, do what she had to do when she had these plans and have to be back at a certain time. So when you're non-rev, it's always good to take the first flight out, and then stay at the airport and just see which flight you can get on instead of waiting until the last flight. You have to damn near do research. You got to see what the weather is like here and there. The weather is like where you at. The weather's like where you're going, and then the surrounding areas. It's a job in its own to non-rev places. So you got to be really, really, really careful, and you can't really be making all these plans to do stuff because you just do not know. And so hopefully tomorrow goes well for us, and we have a better day, and the rest of our trip is great, because I have friends in Baton Rouge who I would like to see, and we planned on going to dinner to eat some crabs and crawfish. But they know that, hey, anything could happen. I may or may not be there around this time. I can't make any promises. So we'll just see. I'll just can tell you when I'm in the air, when I land. And it is what it is. On a second note, I was happy when I got a line in DFW, because, it was easier for me as far as knowing when I had to be at work and when I was going to get used, and kind of control my schedule a lot more than when I was reserved in Chicago. But I'm finding that even bidding, I'm not getting anything that I want. This month for March is going to be a very hard month for me. My bids is awful. I didn't get no trips that I wanted, no days off that I wanted, and they gave me stand-ups and some locals. And I come in from Houston the day before, so I'm like, I'm not here every day to be doing no locals and no stand-ups, so I'm going to try to get rid of them. But we don't have enough reserves for me to really drop anything either. So these summer months are going to be really hard for me out of DFW. And I was like, am I going to have to get an apartment or lease a room and bring my car for the summertime for DFW? I sure don't want to do that. But it looks like for March, April, probably May and June, that's what I'm going to have to do. I was waiting on my classmates to get lines in Chicago so I can transfer back to Chicago in the summertime, but we'll just see. So when you're trying to decide what domicile you want to move to, those are some things you need to take into consideration also. Even though you may hold a line, are you able to drop trips? Where are you flying to, and how many reserves do they have? And unless you live there, then you don't care. But I didn't get Houston because I want to work, and if I'm in Houston, some of the reserves don't do a lot of work, and I can't be sitting in the house. So anyway, guys, those are some of the things that we deal with as flight attendants, as far as constant change. You have to be, flexible and understanding. I mean, my back is killing me right now. I'm gonna go get in the hot tub and I'm gonna go work out, and I'm gonna meet the girl that I'm flying with downstairs for dinner later, because we sat in the airport from 8 something till up to 30 minutes ago. So I don't even know what time it is, but it's like 3 o'clock. It's after 3. So I'm tired, so I'm taking a nap, but I look forward to working with each and every single one of you, and good luck.